Thoughts and Sentiments on Humility, Part 4, Number 38. God resists the proud, because the proud oppose him, but he dispenses his graces liberally to the humble, because they live in subjection to his will. Oh, if we humbly made place for the divine gifts, how great would be the affluence of that grace in our souls! One of the worst consequences of our lack of humility will be that it will render the day of judgment so terrible to us, because on that day we shall not only have to give account of the graces which we have received and of which we have made a bad use, but also of those graces which God would have given us if we had been humble, and which he withheld from us on account of our pride. It will be useless then to excuse ourselves by saying that we fell into such and such a sin from want of grace. Grace was there, the Lord will answer, but you ought to have asked for it with humility and not forfeited it by your pride. Pride is an obstacle harder than steel, which hinders the beneficent infusion of grace into the soul. And it is the doctrine of St. Thomas that it is precisely by pride that our soul is placed in such a state as to be deprived of all inner spiritual good. Do you desire grace in this world and glory in the next? Humble yourself, says St. James. Be humbled in the sight of the Lord, and he will exalt you. God created out of nothing all that we can see in our world when the earth was void and empty, and he filled with oil all of the empty vases with which the widow presented Eliseus, empty vessels, not a few. And he also fills with his grace those hearts which are emptied of self, that is to say, which have neither self-esteem nor self-confidence, and do not rely upon their own strength. Gentle, humble Jesus, replace my heart